Acha, how many other subjects do you guys have? Like,
मैम मैड वन प्रोजेक्ट बीडीएम एंड पीडीएस है.
BDSs. Okay. See, I'll advise you to like watch the sessions and start working ASAP because like it's November 30th. Keep a target of 23rd or 24th so that even if you get late, so like by 25th or 26th, you will be able to complete your project. Okay?
ओके मैम. मैम एक चीज और थी.
हाँ,
लाइक
tell
जब
me.
आप अपने लास्ट टाइम में जब आप अपना कर रहे थे नॉर्मली, तो
हाँ.
आपने प्रॉपर बैकएंड का फ्रॉम टॉप टू बॉटम आपने खुद लिखा था या फिर आपने लाइक कैसे आइडिया लिया था?
Backend, actually, I had some seniors and they
हम्म.
guided me. And regarding everything else, the CRUD operations and everything I understood, they helped me understand the same thing. I learned the concept and then I just applied it. Okay. Other than that, I hope you guys know about VS Code.
यस मैम.
Okay.
Visual Studio.
Yes, Visual Studio.
विजुअल स्टूडियो.
Yeah.
I have
So
I have knowledge, but I haven't used for this programming side. I just use for Python.
Acha. हाँ तो it's straightforward. It's nothing. See, this is the visual code. You just need to make one project. You just make one folder. Okay. Once you
Okay.
make a folder, just right click on it. I'll just show you.
So we are going to dump everything in that folder, right?
Yes, we are going to dump everything in the folder. So like once you right click, you do show more
Mm,
options and you'll get the option with code. Okay.
mm,
If you
mm.
don't, if you don't get the option, just go here, go to file, and you'll
Open.
get open folder here. Okay.
Yeah.
So
ओके मैम.
once you'll get the open folder here, and you can open the required folder and start working. That won't. Acha. One more thing. Just go here to where is it? The search. No, not search. It's extensions. Yeah, extensions. Search Codium. Okay. Search Codium.
मैम मैंने कोडियम देखा था. लाइक मेरे मेरे वीएस कोड में शो नहीं कर रहा, उसकी जगह कोई और शो कर रहा है.
क्या शो कर रहा है बताओ.
कोडो. मैं लाइक सेम मैंने देखा था कोडियम का ही, बट वो पता नहीं
हाँ.
क्यों नहीं शो कर रहा है.
You
अच्छा
need to
ओके.
update, I guess.
हाँ मे बी ट्राई अपडेटिंग. और उसके बाद भी if it
ओके.
doesn't work, do one thing. What ever like other alternatives you get for Codium, just download that. I'll tell you why is it so helpful. See, it saves your time because like when you start coding, you can't write each and everything. So Codium helps you. It's the AI. It helps you. It writes the code for you. But of course, it's the AI. It doesn't know everything like on point. So you need to understand things so that you can just correct it according to yourself. Okay. So like
ओके मैम.
if you write anything here, like anything at all, like index dot c, it starts giving you the suggestions. And if you want to accept the suggestions, just like click on tab and you are done. Okay. So you're asking what I did. So once I knew what is to be done, I just started coding a bit, and then Codium was very helpful. It just used to like suggest the things. I accepted, and then I made some changes. Okay.
ओके मैम.
What
Okay.
are the resources required in VS Studio? Did you mention in the text file?
Resources required in.
VS Code, like Codium. Just now you explained, right?
Yeah, I have discussed that, but yet I'm just telling you. I tell that to everyone so that there aren't a lot of things you require. It's just Codium. Okay.
Yeah.
Hmm. So what I was gonna show you. See, the models, this one I'll share with you. This is the one that like I taught in the sessions as well. Okay, I've explained everything. I'll share this one with you. If you want, you can use this one. I mean, more or less, it's gonna be like this only. And if you want, you can add some more things like for a review table or something or the other. That is why I asked you to like revise DBMS, because in database management only you will understand how the ER diagram and everything. Once you know ER diagram, the relationships, you'll be able to easily establish the database. Okay.
Okay.
Now in templates, I have this index.html. Do you see this link I was just talking about?
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
bootstrap.
See this link, you see
Yeah.
the bootstrap. It's written bootstrap. So now what you have
Yes.
to do, I hope you understand this basic structure of HTML.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, okay. So just below this title thing, just below this title thing, I have this one link for my CSS file. Okay, this is my CSS file.
Okay, ma'am. Hmm.
Okay, uh-huh. This is CSS file, and here, just if you want, you can paste it above, you can paste it below. It just has to be inside head below title. Okay, now this was the CSS file link, and this one is the bootstrap. Okay,
So you already
Yes,
used
ma'am.
pre-template, I guess.
yeah,
So that link is mainly used for pre-template things, right?
it is used in the templates only. Like it's your
Okay.
front end thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So once you go to this, let me show you. Once you go here, you see this first link. This is the CSS link. Here,
Hmm.
the script thing, this is the JavaScript. Okay. So the CSS link, you'll paste just below the title here inside the head, and the JavaScript link, this, you'll paste right above the body HTML. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So rest, then if you just search for any of the, for example, nav bar or anything like that, if you'll copy the code from here regarding the nav bar, any kind of nav bar that you like, this kind, or the some other kind, or this kind, you'll be easily able to
And what
like
this
it.
number is used for?
Sorry.
I have zero knowledge in Bootstrap.
See, you this is mainly documentation. You'll have to like explore this. I can't really teach you each and everything here because there are a lot of things. Like you see here,
Yeah.
you will have to explore. These there are nav bars. There are a lot of things. Cards. There are buttons. If you'll check the bootstrap out, you'll know. It's all in the these are the things which where you have to read some documentation, like there's bootstrap. That's why I said you can rely on ChatGPT regarding this. Like if you have doubts how you should show your data, like if like you want to show your services. Okay, now.
I'm like, how I can proceed, ma'am? I don't have knowledge, right? Like, if I ask ChatGPT, like
Hmm.
using wireframe, will it generate it? Will
Using,
it generate the code? And
yeah, if you tell ChatGPT that you want to show your data in this format, like it's a card or something like that, it will generate the data for that, the code for that. But yet,
I
if
guess
you,
I don't have knowledge, right? Like whether it's generated correct or not to verify, or how can
yeah,
I
but you have
include
knowledge
that?
about HTML CSS, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you'll paste the code in your template and you'll just check the live server. Once you check the live server, you can see now how the data is coming.
Yeah. Right.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Here, like,
Excuse me, ma'am.
yes,
मैम वन थिंग लाइक जैसे मैम अभी जैसे
your voice is. Wait. Oh, mm. Yeah, so what were we discussing?
Uh, Agam was asking how to connect SQL with our data,
How to connect? Ah, okay.
like backend part.
Okay, okay. Wait. Although all these things are discussed in the session, I'll just show you once the code that I had written. Okay. Is the screen visible?
यस
Yes.
मैम
Okay. So you're talking about connecting the database. So here in the app.py, first of all, just like add this .env file and requirements.txt file in your project folder. Okay. Now you'll see this in the session though. This is how you connect your database, and this is how you initialize your database.
ओके मैम
Okay. All the code and everything is already there, you don't worry about that. And .env file is very important because this is how you're gonna, you see this, flask debug is equal to true, flask app is equal to app.py, the file name. Secret key, write it as it is, you'll get a secret key. SQL database URI, SQLite db.sqlite3, track modifications true. And when you'll go to the app.py, you'll just initialize, like, set all these things and then initialize the DB. And you're done. The database is connected.
ओके मैम
Okay?
मैम लाइक जैसे आपका डेटाबेस है प्रॉपर सो
हाँ.
हमारे वाले में और आपके वाले में क्या ऐसे मेनली चेंजेस मेजर चेंजेस हैं जो होंगे थोड़ा सा आप वो एक्सप्लेन
Mera database as in the one I was showing right now or in my project?
इन योर
Like
प्रोजेक्ट
project.
In my project. Acha. See, database depends on your project structure, the project statement. ठीक है? The coding of the database is going to remain the same, right? Matlab, more or
यस मैम
less, you will have tables only. You will have attributes. Okay? So, now in my project, I needed a campaign table. I needed a user table. Okay? The same thing, you will need a service table. For services, you will need service request table as well, right? There are all the different aspects that you, the thing that you need in your project statement. That is why I asked you to watch the first session. I was just discussing the project statement to make you understand that what all is needed in your project so that you can design your database. Okay. Now you have users may, you have three types: admin, service professional, and customer, right?
या
Okay.
Yes.
Now, the service professional has to have services. So you can make one table for services. Correct? Other than that, how are we gonna like connect service professional and customer? Using requests, right? How will they interact? Using requests? They're gonna send each other requests,
Yes.
right?
यस मैम
So one table for requests. Okay.
या
Other than that, there was one thing I guess mentioned, that they can review each other, right? So one table for review. Okay. So this totally
Yeah, ma'am.
depends on how or what you're going to need in your project and how you're going to show it. Okay, service request is very important, user is important, service is important, because they all will have a unique key, right? Primary key,
Yes, ma'am.
right? So like, do you understand what I'm trying to say? That is why I said
No, no.
DTM is,
So,
yeah,
sorry to interrupt. In summary, so each tables will connect with unique primary ID key, right?
yes, all of
Okay.
them will have a prime. Have you
So
watched the
each
second
table,
session?
so each table has their own functionalities, right?
Yes, I'll just show you one. This was the one that I had made for your project statement, models.py.
Mhm.
You see this? I've even explained this. I'll share this in the group, okay? I've
Yeah.
explained. So, like, what I have here, I have a user table, okay? And all the attributes needed. I have service table, okay? I have service request. I have review, and I'm done. If you want, you can add transactions table, or like whatever you need in your project, you can add table according to that.
Okay. These are comes under extra, right? Extra
What
activity,
comes under extra?
like transactions and all.
Transactions is extra. You need to focus on the core functionalities. That is the service, the user, the service requests. Rest reviews. Transaction is totally a recommended one. Okay. See, I know you guys have a lot of doubts right now because, like, you have not started with the project and you have not watched all the record.
We
See,
both
don't,
have a
huh?
issue in wireframe itself, ma'am. Like we are not completely understand the wireframe.
You did not completely understand the
Wireframe.
wireframe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So basically, the project statement, right?
Yeah.
See, you have seen the session one.
Yeah. I've seen, but yeah. But
See,
students are asking doubts. Like
yeah.
you are
See, whatever they
explaining.
are asking is something you will cater to as well. Okay. Most of the things that they've asked, if you'll just read the project statement, see, the most important one is the core functionality. Okay. So now, if you read the core functionality, like just understand what user has what uses. Everything is like written in the project statement, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So just go through it once or twice, write it down. Always keep a pen and paper with you. Always write it down. Even before coding, just make a rough structure of how you're gonna, like, how do you want your website to look? What do you want to show on the dashboard? How many more pages you need in the dashboard? Do you understand my point?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yeah.
So basic outline structure, please write it. If you'll write it, it will become easier for you. Trust me. And inside the wireframe, there's nothing complex, okay? You just need to, like, what you will need to say, you will need to see, for example, just write on the paper admin, okay? And like below the admin, write all the things that's written in your project statement, that will be the functionalities of the admin. For example, verifying a service professional, I guess that's one of the functionality of admin, right? Adding a service, that's one of the functionality of the admin. Keeping a check on all the users present in the website, that is the sponsor, service professionals and the customers, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's what I'm talking about. The wireframe is nothing complex. You just need to write down all the things on a paper, like admin ki functionalities, then you have service professional ki functionalities, then you have customer ki functionalities, then like under services what all is going to be there. Even in the project statement, if you've like read it, they have given a rough attribute for your DB structure as well. They have given you attributes, like there can be ID, there can be name, there can be email, है ना?
Yeah, those are the
Yes, ma'am.
entries we need to, yeah, enter
Yeah,
these.
exactly. That's what I'm talking about. So you see, those are the only attributes I've added in the tables. Rest, it's your choice if you want to add something extra. But for that, you need to write things down.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay? See, just start. I mean, step by step. Go step by step. Okay? Like read the
No,
project
actually,
statement. Huh.
a small note, like if me and Agam discuss backend and we both are like making backend similar, but we both have a different front end, will they accept or will
See,
it comes under?
understand the problem here. The
Okay.
plagiarism checker is done on .py files. That is your backend file.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So like you that can't be exactly same. The logic is gonna stay the same. You're gonna like see if you want to query something from the database, the code is not gonna change, right? You will
Yes.
query it the same way. The CRUD operations are gonna be in the same way.
No, ma'am.
But
Let's say I
hmm,
have added two more features. Let's say Agam added four features. Then also will it be?
no, then it won't be. It'll be
Okay.
different now. You have unique things in your the backend also. If you've added some extra functionality, like you have given extra filters or something like, but it can't be like exactly same structure, the same what can I say, order, because the plagiarism checker will say these two files are same.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Understood.
yeah, that's what you can
Okay.
discuss. It's not a problem, trust me. You can discuss, that won't be a problem. That will be the best thing, because you both can understand the gravity of the situation better than me. Because last time when I had my project, only the same project statement students understand. Okay, what's the idea they have in their head and everything. Okay, so you can absolutely discuss, that won't be a problem.
Yeah. Sure, ma'am. Agreed.
Okay,
Okay, ma'am.
rest, for all the doubts I'm here. Just keep deadlines. Okay, like you will cover these many sessions and accordingly start working, because you don't have a lot of time.
We only have 2 weeks, I
Yes,
guess.
you just have 2 weeks, so you need to act
Yeah.
faster.
ओके मैम।
Okay.
लाइक मैम अगर जैसे
हाँ,
बैकएंड में अगर कोई प्रॉब्लम है लाइक सो आप उसके में हेल्प कर
हाँ,
दोगे
हाँ,
स्टेट।
बिल्कुल, बिल्कुल। मतलब देखो,
ओके।
मोस्टली तुम्हें कॉन्सेप्ट्स को लेके आज सच कोई डाउट नहीं आएगा। तुम्हें यही आएगा कि मैं यहाँ पे अगर ये शो करूँगा या मैं किस पे क्या शो करूँगा। बैकएंड के कॉन्सेप्ट्स देखो, इट्स ऑल सेम, ठीक है? और वो सब मैंने बहुत ही
यस।
थॉरली डिस्कस किए हैं एक-एक सेशन में, ठीक है? तो जस्ट अगर तुम्हें एक बार में वो नहीं समझ आए तो मे बी वॉच द सेशन ट्वाइस, ठीक है? उसके बाद
ओके
भी
मैम।
अगर कॉन्सेप्ट वाइज़ कुछ प्रॉब्लम हो तो टेल मी। बाकी अगर जनरल कोई भी तुम्हें जैसे कोई वो आ रहा है, देखो डीबग मैंने ट्रू रखा है। जब तुम अपने प्रोजेक्ट में भी रन कराओगे उसको, मैंने वीएनवी फाइल्स भी डिस्कस की हैं, मैंने सब डिस्कस किया है कि उसको कैसे वो करना है, ठीक है? VNV file is the virtual environment in which your project will run. For that, you have requirements.txt. Those are all the packages you need in your project. Okay. So all I have discussed in the session, if then you like come across any errors that will come in your portal or on the server, then you can just send it to me. If you are not able to solve it by yourself, or if you don't understand it at all, okay, but try doing it,
ओके।
because in Viva it will be very helpful for you.
ओके मैम।
Okay. Any other doubts?
No, ma'am, not at all started. Like, yeah, just now I got an overview about the project
Okay, no
because I
problem.
studied in MLP and BDM project.
I understand. Even I have those projects. I understand.
Yeah.
So, Like in general, any doubts? I guess I'm clear with how you should navigate and what all you should just watch, right?
Excuse me, one thing.
Yes.
Ma'am, ginger templating, is it mandatory
Yes,
to
it's
use
mandatory.
ginger templating?
Yes, it's mandatory. I've discussed that as well. How to do it? It's very easy. You see, you have learned Python, right? In the
Yes, ma'am.
Python subject, you had those for loops, if statement, all those things, right?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So when you use it in the template with the information passed by the backend, you will just put two curly braces. Rest everything, the logic is going to remain the same. The for statements are going to work the same, and everything is going to stay the same. Okay. It's not
Okay.
very like a lot of things. I'll just see if I have. I don't think the form one has it. But if you'll see the sessions, I've used it. And it's very simple. I'll tell you now, only two curly braces. Only two curly braces is the addition. Rest, the for statement works the same. If conditional, everything works the same. And I hope you know how loops work.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's just that. And yes, Jinja is mandatory.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. That is why I asked you to go through the project statement. It's very important. All the important things are written in the project statement. So I hope you will start with your database. Okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay,
I
ma'am.
guess
Yeah.
it's the second session where the database thing is discussed. Okay. So maybe watch that and then start encoding your database. And when you are done with your database, like you think you have like made the database you need, just send me the file. Okay. And I'll just see if any changes is needed. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am. Yeah.
I hope
Okay, ma'am.
everything is clear now.
So
Yeah,
total,
ma'am.
how many files are required, ma'am? Like database and
Uh,
yes.
See, the basic files are going to be app.py, the main file when you're going to write all the backend. Okay. One
Okay.
models.py in which you have the database. Rest, you have two folders: static, in which you have all the CSS files, and templates. Templates, may you have all the HTML files. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
ma'am.
this is the basic ones that you will need. Rest, when you will run your when you will run your program, that using Flask run, and that also I've discussed there. You will get the code there. Okay. So when you will run your file, one folder will appear that will be of instance. That is your database. Okay. It will have your database file, not the code. The main database tables. It will have all the tables.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Rest, you have VNV file. Here, the compulsory ones, this will appear automatically. Instance will appear when you will run the file like this. You see this db.sqlite 3?
Yes.
If you remember,
Yes.
I just showed you .env. What is this?
Yeah.
That's the name. Okay. So now I hope it's clear that this actually connects the database, right?
Dot
Yes,
env.
ma'am.
Here, it connects the database. Okay. Then you have this VNV file. You don't have to touch this VNV file. This will also appear automatically once you run the Python VNV function. That also I've showed you. Here you in the terminal you will write it. It's a simple function. I'll just show you. This. This is the function used to establish the VNV. Always before running the file, not always, but like when you don't have a VNV in your project structure, you will always run this. This will appear. Okay. When you do enter, next thing you will have to do will be activate the where is it, this, activate the VNV. Once you have activated the VNV, you will just install the requirements or txt packages, and then you are good to go.
So, ma'am, VNV, we need to like it will automatically generate, or do we need
You will
to?
have to run. I showed you the code now, Python
Okay,
dash m. You'll run it and the VNV will appear.
okay, that Flask one.
Yes.
Okay, yeah,
Okay.
got it.
Yeah. And always code inside the VNV. That's a good practice because you'll have all the packages in your VNV. So when you have done the VNV, you'll not always run that Python M1, because if you already have a VNV, you just have to activate it. VNV slash script star slash activate. Okay. And then you can do all the further that Flask run and everything inside the VNV.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am. Yeah.
I hope I hope it's clear.
We'll start with database first.
Database. Yes. Start with database. And also remember the pen and paper thing. Maybe think about it, how you want your app to look like, the main page. And if you have any doubts, I've shared my project video as well. Okay. You can
Yes.
like you can take that front end if you want, maybe change colors or do
Okay.
something else, but you'll get a rough idea of how you can show your project. Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. So we are good to go.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So then start, and I'll be there for all the doubts. So can we wrap this up?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay, thank you so much.
Yeah. Thanks for
Thank
the
you.
session.
Okay. Bye.
Okay.